Hi, my name is Dennis Jin, registration number UR14CS319, and I am here to explain the first experiment of Database Systems Lab. Okay, so let's get started. Our aim here is to develop the scheme for a given furniture company using the given data definition language. And moving on to our questions. Our first question would be to create the table customer with the primary queries. So this is the syntax for making our customer table. The syntax is as follows: create table, followed by the table name, and following that we write all our primary queries. The first attribute being customer ID. It is followed by the variable character 2 and in parentheses 10. This basically allots space for our characters, and basically what variable character 2 does is that it removes whatever unnecessary spaces is allocated. So the same goes for all the other attributes, namely naming customer name, customer underscore address, the city, state, and postal code. Notice that for postal code we give our data type as number. Yeah, so that would yield an output of this. Notice how all our attributes are listed in order, followed by the null and type. The customer ID is displayed as not null because we have given our primary key as the customer ID. Secondly, we are told to create all the other tables, namely the table order line, product, and suppliers. This follows the same syntax as before described. So yeah, that's the output of our create tables. Again, it follows the same syntax as the first question. Okay, moving on to the third question. We are told to add a foreign key reference to the customer ID attribute. The syntax is as follows: alter table, the table name, followed by add foreign key, customer ID, references customer ID. So yeah, what that basically does is it tells customer underscore ID to be refer to the foreign key, and yeah, that's basically the syntax for it. Question number 4: modify the attribute product finish in the product table to product material. So basically we're changing the attribute name from product finish to product material, and the syntax is alter table products, alter the table, the product name, which is products, and from the table products we're renaming product finish to product material. So this is our syntax, and upon entering that syntax we get table altered. Yeah. Question 5. We are told to add an attribute called price in our order line table. So if we wanted to basically add another attribute after we have already created a table, then this is what we do. We give alter table, table name, followed by add, and the given attribute. So for example, we have given price number, price, and following that we have given the data type, followed by how many spaces it should be, how many spaces it should hold. Moving on to, okay, that's the output. We get a small statement saying that the table has been altered. And moving on to question number 6. We are told to add a check constraint to ordered underscore quantity column and check the quantity is above 5. So basically what this does is um, it acts as a constraint, and um, it only allows of those quantities in the quantity column that is above 5 to be listed or selected. And the syntax is alter table, the table name, followed by add constraint, and give the name of the constraint. We have given AR, for example, and what the check should be. So for example, we have given here as check parentheses ordered underscore quantity is greater than 5. Yeah, so that would also result in an output resulting in a small statement, table altered. Moving on, we have our 7th question. Rename order line to order quantity. This is basically, well, it's the same as the question. The syntax is basically the same as the question. Yeah, so rename, keyword rename, followed by the attribute name, and what followed by to, and then what we need the new attribute name to be. So as you can see, we have given how we got our output saying the table has been renamed. And 8th question, add supplier address column to supplier table. So we're basically adding another column to the supplier table. The syntax is alter table suppliers, add the new table column, which is supplier underscore address, and we give the data type, which is variable character 2, and space 40 spaces allocated to it, and that results in the syntax right here. Sorry, the output right here. Table altered. The table has been altered. Following that, we have, one second, sorry. We have question number 9. We have question number 9, which is to describe all the tables. Describe is basically to display. It tells Oracle to display all the tables we have created. The syntax is as follows: DESC space and the table name. So we have given our table names to be customer, order line, product, and suppliers, as you can see right here. And this would yield an output of output as such, shown right here. So we have, for example, we have given DESC, which stands for describe, space customer, and this has led to this following output, which basically displays all the tables, all the columns in the table customer. Likewise, shown all our we have shown all our given tables. Moving on, question number 10. We are told to add a primary constraint to all tables. So yeah, the syntax is as follows: alter table, table name, add constraint, followed by the constraint key, constraint name, and the primary key, or in parentheses with the attribute of the table. So we do that for product and suppliers as well, and this would give us one second, this following output right here. right here. We have done it for 3 tables, namely order quantity, product, and suppliers. Next, we have question number 11, which tells us to modify the data type of rating to decimal. So the syntax is alter table suppliers. Suppliers is the table in which rating can be found. Yeah, so alter table suppliers, modify rating decimal, and followed by 10/2. That's our syntax, describing uh, how many spaces, how many decimal points we're using. Yeah, yeah, that would yield the SQL commands are right here as shown, and we get our output saying the table has been altered. Moving on, we have question number 12, which tells us to add a not null constraint to customer name and address. So our given syntax would be alter table customer, the table name, and then modify in parentheses. We write our customer underscore name varchar2, uh, and then the allotted space followed by not null, which basically tells that the space cannot be left blank. Likewise, we do that for customer address as well. The output we receive is this right here, table altered. Notice that we have just given not null to the side of the attribute, followed by the data type. Nextly, we have our question number 13, sorry. And we are told to add a unique key constraint to order ID in order table. Our syntax is alter table suppliers, add unique product ID. So this basically gives a unique key constraint to the order ID attribute in the order table. Output is as follows right here. Our next question is to remove the unique key constraint that was originally added, which was previously added. Alter table, syntax is alter table, suppliers, drop unique, and the product ID attribute. So yeah, that would basically drop that unique key which was added. And furthermore, we have question number 15, which tells us to drop the column supplier address in the supplier table. So in order to drop a given column, we have to provide SQL with the given syntax, alter table suppliers, table name followed by drop keyword, and the column, which is supplier address in this case, and that would result in table being altered. Question 16. We are told to drop the table order. Our syntax is drop table and table name, which would result in the table being dropped, as you can see right here. Lastly, truncate tables. Truncate the table. Truncate basically takes out all the tables and deletes it from the SQL software, SQL database. So the syntax is as follows: truncate table customer, truncate table, table name. We have done it for all our given tables, and we can't basically get an output for this due to the table being truncated. Yeah, and this concludes our experiment, first experiment. Thank you.